Right, okay, we've got 6 days to go. Welcome to the UK Coastal Trek. I don't know what this would be, kind of like a promotional lead up to the big event. Managed to get through to Save the Children yesterday evening. They're going to see if they can get somebody to come down and put the banner up on the bridge and things. So we'll try and get the press down to get the start of the actual trek, the first step, which is the important one for me. The safety boats are all organised, and hopefully the camera crews are all organised as well for the documentary filming. Certainly on the first day. Everything after that will be on that camera and on the mobile phone, using the HD camera on there. So it should make for interesting footage. Now today I'm going to show you what's in the kit. So let's go and have a look at what I'm going to be carrying with me, and I'll try and explain what the different things are going to be used for. My name is Adam Short, and this year I will be trekking the entire Great British coastline. Starting and finishing at Southampton Bridge on the south coast of England, I will be hiking, paddling and climbing over 6,000 miles without the aid of a support crew and sleeping in a one-man tent. An interactive map hosted on ukcoastaltrek.com will show you exactly where I am during the 8 months journey, and I will be using the latest technology to bring you daily vlogs and weekly videos. Join me on the UK Coastal Trek. Well, as you may have seen the announcements, Thursday the 6th of March is the day that I will be making the first step on 6,500 mile trek around the UK coastline. In my bag, which is what I'll be taking you through tonight, I'm only taking the bare essentials, and I've got to use that stuff for 8 months. So I've got to be really quite picky as to what I'm taking, because I don't want the bag to be too heavy. I aim to have about 10 kilos. I think it's going to be probably closer to 12 or 13. And then if you add the water that will be going into the top of the bag as well, it's about a kilo per litre, so another 2 litres a day. So it's another 2 kilos on top of that. So about a 16 kilo bag, which is pretty heavy. But the majority of that weight at the moment is going to be based around the weekly rations, which obviously will diminish on a day-by-day basis the more I eat. And also we're carrying a pack raft in here too, supplied by Alpaca Raft. So this is the bag, 65 litre bag. You can pick them up in any outdoor store. We have a couple of walking poles attached to it, as well as the paddles I'll be using for the pack raft. Now, walking poles, if you do alpine style walking, and it's actually proven itself when I did the Camino a couple of years back, it reduces the impact on your body by about 25%, so they are a great investment. And from I think these ones cost about £5 each, so it's £10 for 2 walking poles, and they've got shock absorbers, which does make a difference, trust me. I do like these, very, very cheap. Now, we just pop this open. You'll see inside we have the rest of the paddles. Now the paddles are an essential piece of the equipment, because without them I wouldn't be able to paddle across the estuaries and rivers in the pack raft that I'm packing. Now, it's quite cool the way that this thing works, because it uses a knuckle joint, which just make out there, and it just snaps together like so. Very quick and easy and extremely light, less than a kilo in weight. There you go. So that's the end of the paddle. So once the paddle's made, I can paddle my way through to the other side from one bank to the other. And then here is the pack raft, weighing about 2 kilograms. It has a spray deck as well, so the water doesn't get in and tip me over. There is quite a lot of drag, but it's got a flat bottom and it's not a rigid hull. So it's going to be interesting out in open water to paddle this, but I think going down rivers, if I can get in at the top of the flow and then kind of paddle down with the river, I think it's going to be quite a nifty little piece of kit, that. I've also got a sleeping bag in a compression sack to try and save a bit of space. It's quite light, it's microfiber, only a 2-season one, so I'm hoping the weather's going to improve slightly more than it currently is at the moment. And we've got these poles. They form the cockpit area of the pack raft, and I can then pop the spray deck onto that, so that's an essential piece of equipment as well. And a self-inflating sleeping mat packed away neatly, and provide a little bit of comfort and insulate me from the cold of the floor. So those are the main items in the top of the bag. Now in the base, I will be packing mostly my food, waterproof jacket, packed light, very light, a pan for cooking and boiling and sterilising water in, and obviously food. Some gas for the gas cooker. In England anyway, England and Wales, campfires are very much frowned upon. So I have to be using one of these, which I should be getting replacements for in the resupplies each week. Not sure how long this will last for, but we'll have to suck it and see what happens. My lucky hunting knife. Now, when I do get the chance to have an open fire, I'll be able to use this to chop logs with, believe it or not. Also very useful for maybe skinning a rabbit up in Scotland. It does weigh a bit, but it's got more uses than an axe, so that's coming with me. Sleeping bag liner, that adds 1 season to the sleeping bag, so whether it's a 2-season, it'll make it a 3-season, so when it does get cold, just jump in this and I should be fine. Towel. It's a microfiber towel, very small, very light, very compact, and absorbs a lot of water. I've had this one for years and used it when I was travelling around the world, and I think it's great, personally. The canvas coffin. It's a very small one-man shelter. I've added extra waterproofing to it. It was only £34 I believe from an outdoor shop, and this is the same tent that I used when I was surviving in Germany in the forest there. So tried and tested, very light, less than 1 kilo in weight, and it will keep me covered from the elements. So that's pretty much the kit that I'm going to be taking with me in my backpack. Now, in addition, I'll be taking technology with me, and I will cover those items maybe in another episode. So I hope this has been a little bit informative, so you can see exactly what's being packed away with me and why I'm taking these pieces of equipment. They, to be honest with you, wouldn't necessarily be my first choice, but unfortunately it's just stuff that I happen to have, and if I had a bigger budget, obviously I'd try and get some more lightweight, more efficient equipment, but you know, that's fine, this stuff will work absolutely fine. So I guess until tomorrow, when I've got to do another video, with my producer said, take care, be safe, and get out there and enjoy the great wild world that we live in.